This is the latest Hyundai ioniq 5, and I say latest because this car was actually launched back in 2021, and the latest one, that was 2024, got its first makeover. Manufacturers like to do makeovers around every 3 years and new models every 4 to 6 years. So that means in the next couple of years we might see a new model Hyundai ioniq 5. Who knows? Let's keep our fingers crossed for that one. Anyway, for the time being, Hyundai, the South Korean manufacturer, likes to refer to the ioniq 5 as sensuous sportiness combined with kinetic cube design. Ooh, sounds rather fruity, doesn't it? Anyway, joking apart, this car is a serious bit of kit. It ticks AJ's boxes when it comes to range, batteries, and what you actually get for your sub £40,000 price on your entry-level car. So let's take a look around the latest Hyundai ioniq 5 and see what we think of it. You're watching me, AJ, on the Player YouTube channel. If you've never seen what we do before, then feast your eyes for the next minute and a half on our little promo trailer video. If you're a regular visitor to the channel or you're even a subscriber, guys, you know what to do. Skip to the next bit. The rest of you, I'll catch you in a minute and a half. This is how a car should sound. Listen to this.
I didn't really push it either. I was just having a bit of fun.
Oh, really?
Wheel spring?
Outside. Cool. So there you have it, guys. The Ferrari Roma. My birthday present. Go. We're going to meet the crew and hopefully get it. Nice, a real one.
I think it makes a good work.
Alright, we'll go with mate.
Start.
Nice to see you. Show us your big chopper, your helicopter. Absolutely. So here we are, the Morgan Roadster, where we're here for the Swiss Watch Show. Hey guys, guess what? It's another morning here out in sunny France. When it comes to trim levels, the ioniq 5 really isn't going to disappoint because you've got a choice of 6 different trim levels. The entry-level car is called the Advance, and that starts at around £39,900. Now, I will say that's as of 2025, because if you're watching this video a couple of years down the line, you're going to be like, well, that ain't the price, AJ. It's a lot more than that now, which it probably will be. Top of the range cars are called N-Line S's, and they start from £52,000. There are 11 different colours to choose from, a good range of colours. However, they're all chargeable extra, except for red, because that's included in the price. So if you like red, you're in luck. There's 19 or 20-inch rims. Again, that is going to depend on the trim level that you end up going for. Either way, let's take a look around the Advance, the entry-level car, and see what you get for your £39,900. The Hyundai ioniq 5 has always been a good looking car, and this latest edition is definitely keeping its curb appeal up to date. Entry-level cars now get a decent set of 19-inch alloys, as well as my favourite futuristic design, LED running lights and LED headlights. You'll also get rain sensing wipers, as well as foldy-in mirrors that heat up in the winter. There's privacy glass all round at the back, and the same attractive cube style rear LED lights. There's the addition of a rear wash and wipe, plus a stylish roof spoiler complete with a built-in brake light. On the inside, Advanced trim gets loads of tech and plenty of driver creature comforts. There's dual zone air climate control, which will cool you down in the summer or warm you up in the winter. There's some comfortable heated front seats and a good looking heated leather sports steering wheel. There's a large 12.3-inch driver's digital cluster which sits behind the smart multifunction wheel. The steering wheel itself has the controls on the left-hand side for lane keeping, cruise control, a speed limiter, distance control and the lane follow button. Next to the driver's console is another 12.3-inch digital TFT touchscreen, which incorporates the sat-nav system as well as a decent surround sound system with a DAB radio. There's Bluetooth connectivity, Android Auto and wireless Apple Play. There's also a handy wireless charging pad for your phone, plus additionally the car comes with keyless entry and keyless ignition. When it comes to range and power, again, depending on which trim level you decide to go for, there are 3 options available with the ioniq 5. Entry-level car, that's the Advance, gets the choice of either a 63 kilowatt battery mated to 170 brake horsepower motor, comes as rear-wheel drive only, but it will give you up to 273 miles of range. Or you can go for the 84 kilowatt battery that's mated to a 228 brake horsepower motor, and that will give you up to 354 miles of range. On the higher trim levels, the same battery is available, that's the 84 kilowatt, as an all-wheel drive version with 2 motors, one front and one rear, that jointly develop 325 brake horsepower. However, as there are 2 motors to supply, the range becomes slightly less and drops to 311 miles. The choice at the end of the day, I think, is going to be made on what you're actually going to be using the car for mostly. When it comes to charging your ioniq 5, it doesn't get much easier. Charging port is around at the back to the right hand side. Very easy to open. There's a button inside the car, or you can push the little logo on the panel there and it'll pop open like that. IP68 rated, so that means you're not going to get any shocks even when it's raining. You can put a charge port in there and start charging. It doesn't matter. It's 100% safe, trust me. This car, one good thing about it is take up to 350 kilowatts. That's a supercharger, if you can find one. Now, if you can find one, because they are rarer than rocking horse teeth, but if you do manage to find one and get on one and stick a charge in, it will go from 10 to 80% in around about 18 minutes. That's pretty phenomenal. But you're more than likely going to find a 50 kilowatt charger. That seems to be the average here in the UK anyway. So you get on one of those, 10 to 80%, it's just shy of 50 minutes, around 49 minutes. Home charging, 7.2 kilowatt, overnight, 5.5 hours, 10 to 100%. That's exactly what I would suggest you do when you buy your ioniq 5. In the back, passengers have plenty of room to stretch out and relax. There's no transmission tunnel, so there's tons of leg space. Plus, the rear seats actually recline. Passengers also get use of the dual zone air climate control. The vents are situated in the door pillars, and in the centre there's a couple of handy USB-C chargers. The rear seats will easily accommodate 3 adults across, and when the centre seat isn't being used, there's a nice pull-down armrest that contains a double cup holder. The 2 outer rear seats also get ISOFIX points for the kiddie seats and recessed seat belts, which make sliding across very easy when required. All Hyundai ioniq 5s get a power assisted boot lift. Inside there's stacks of space, and once you've removed the stupid parcel shelf, sadly with nowhere to store it on board, you'll have a super generous 520 litres of space. The seats can be folded down from the rear using the seat drop buttons in the left hand recess behind the wheel arch. There's also a very handy 12-volt charger for pumping up tyres on bikes or inflatable kayaks, whatever takes your fancy, I say. Seats fold 60-40 split, and when both seats are down, fully flat I might add, you get a whopping 1,587 litres of space. That's easily enough to throw a bicycle in with the front wheels still attached. Under the floor is a space for the stupid tyre repair kit and the charging cables. However, there's also another storage option for these under the bonnet in the ioniq 5's frunk or fruit, whichever you prefer to call it. When it comes to safety, in my opinion, the Hyundai ioniq 5 is probably one of the safest cars out on today's modern roads. NCAP agreed with me. They gave it a 5-star rating. It also won the Choice Award for Safety last year. Need I say more? The car comes with a rear parking camera. It gets front and rear sensors. It's got blind spot warning system built into it, and Hyundai's excellent forward collision avoidance system. So whether you are the driver or the passenger, jumping into an ioniq 5 is going to make you feel very, very at ease and very comfortable. One of the best things about Hyundai is they do give decent warranties, and the ioniq 5 is no exception, shall we say. It gets 5 years unlimited mileage warranty. Fantastic in AJ's books. You get a 12-year anti-perforation warranty for any rusty bits that might occur underneath, and a 5-year paint warranty. And from the minute you drive one of these off the forecourt, you'll get Hyundai's roadside assistance. But one of the things that's most important being an electric car is the 8-year or 100,000 mile battery warranty. Now, all of these warranties, if you sell the car within the warranty period, can be transferred seamlessly to the new owner. So just bear that in mind. But all in all, what a car. Decent warranty, plenty of safety features. Let's go to the roundup and catch up with me out on the road. Can you hear that? That's called the sound of silence. It's absolutely silent, this car. It's almost eerily silent. I think the difference that those 19-inch alloys have made is phenomenal. Completely changed this car, because the old one, although it was quiet, was very quiet, but this one is super quiet. You've got a few additions on this car that I really love. The new shape, for example. I love the back of this car. They've kept the original look though, which I think is really nice. Hyundai have got a good sort of product going on here that they don't want to tamper with. I get that. But adding things like, have you noticed the little buttons here in the middle? How nice is that? That is absolutely lovely. You've got your heated seat, your cooled seat, you've got your rear cameras you can turn on and off and things like that. Absolutely brilliant. I really love it. A little bit of onward warning there, forward collision warning assistance. That's another thing that I love about Hyundai. They include all the bits and pieces that you need to drive your car every day. The cruise control, the speed limiters, all things like that. It's included even in your entry-level car. Great peripheral vision all round. Beautiful big mirrors, perfectly positioned. I love this thin pillar down here. Very nice. It means when you're reversing this car and maneuvering it about, so easy. And it doesn't feel as big as it looks, this car. Really is a very easy car to drive. Comfort wise, superbly bolstered seats, really nice and comfortable. You can get them in exactly the right position. The driver's one on this particular car is all electronically controlled. On the entry level car, you only get that on the driver's side. You don't get it all round. Rear seats fold back a bit as well, so the passengers in the back are getting a really lovely ride as well. And the suspension on this car is super smooth, really nice. You've got a mode button down here. There are a number of different modes. I'm going to quickly scroll through them. So you've got normal, sport, then you can set up your own drive, and you've got a snow mode which engages, you know, better grip for the car, and then I keep it in the eco mode. And that eco mode combined with the I pedal, because you can adjust the regen on the actual car itself using the paddles here. So if you pull it right up to the maximum, you'll get the maximum when you're driving around in traffic. That will give you the maximum regen back into the battery. It won't ever fully charge the battery, don't expect that. That's never going to happen. It would be one day. It'd be great if you don't ever have to plug these in, you just go by regen. It'd be brilliant. But it will give you a good range on this car, and it really does hit the money when whatever Hyundai are telling you, this car is actually going to give you that range. Trust me, it's very good. I'm currently getting over 4 miles to the kilowatt. 4 miles there. That's well in excess of 120 miles to the gallon in combustion engine terms. With that I pedal on in the economy mode setting, I am getting currently 4.2. That's incredible. That's Tesla territory when it comes to miles to the kilowatt. A lot of cars we've recently tested barely make 3.4, 3.5. So this car is absolutely nailing it. And it's also quick to charge. If you can find a fast charger, it can accept that charge, because a lot of other electric cars can't accept the high charge rate. So as soon as you get somewhere, maybe with a 250 or 350 kilowatt charger, you can't actually utilize that. You can only up to, like, I've even had an electric car which will remain anonymous, 75 kilowatts was the maximum we could charge it. And that's going to take forever, even on a supercharger. It doesn't, it's not really going to, help you in any way, shape, form or fashion. So at the end of the day, good charging, great comfort, beautiful quiet drive. I've got the aircon on here. It's not really made a lot of difference to the economy either. Still getting over 4, and it's just generally a really nice all-round car. One little bugbear, I'm going to say, one tiny little thing that I would have loved Hyundai to have sorted out. When you get in this car, you get a speed warning system that's built into it. So if you go over the speed limit, it will keep pinging you, and it goes bing, bing, bing. Now, as you can hear, it's not doing it at the moment because I've turned it off. Every time you get in this car and turn this car on, you're going to have to turn the speed limit or the speed warning off. And it's a rigmarole. It takes 2 or 3 minutes. You've got to go into the system, you've got to go to the settings, then driver assistance, and then you'll come up with another couple of options. You've got to go to speed warning off, and then you can go back and carry on with your drive. That's one stupid little thing that I think could have been corrected on this car. Would have been 100% perfect if that was it. Apart from that, what a lovely car. This car's got the heads up on it as well. I've got the blind spot monitoring on it. The driver's aids are incredible. What you're getting for your entry level car, the cruise control, the speed limiter, the lane keeping, the lane depart, it's phenomenal. And you get the heat pump. So you get the heat pump and you get the preconditioning on the battery. Now the heat pump, it's going to give you extra range, it's going to save your battery. A lot of other manufacturers charge for a heat pump. Can you believe that? Actually charge you to have a heat pump on a car. Anyway, look into that. When you get down, you give one of these a test drive. Speak to your Hyundai salesperson. They'll explain all how that works. And the preconditioner on the battery, it's brilliant because it gets the battery up to temperature, and then when you go on to a really fast charger, it'll accept that charge. It'll give you, even in the winter when it's really cold outside, the battery is better at a preconditioned temperature unit. Again, speak to your Hyundai salesperson and they will explain all how that works. Loads of lovely little bits and pieces for you to learn about with this car. All in though, great warranty, great safety, great economy. Why wouldn't you go down and give one of these a test drive, and give it a good test drive? Don't go out for 20 minutes and go, oh, I'm going to buy one, I'll have the middle of the range. Go out and have a look at. I would take an entry-level car out because I think it is absolute value for money. Sub 40 grand car, all electric, good warranty on it. Can't go wrong. Guys, you've heard enough from me. This is AJ the Player signing out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe and comment. If you've got any comments, stick them in the box down below. It really makes a difference. If you haven't subscribed already and you like what we're doing, subscribe and you'll get regular notifications of everything we do. We don't just do car reviews, we do loads of other stuff as well, as you probably know. Also, if you wouldn't mind, do us a favour, guys, give us a thumbs up, please. We don't get a bonus or a pay rise or anything like that, but it's not just me doing this. It is me at the moment because it's just me and the camera, but the rest of the time there is a small crew, and we all rely kind of on you giving us a thumbs up because it lets the bosses and the sponsors know that you like what we're doing, and therefore we must be doing a good job, so they keep us in a job. So that little thumbs up means a huge difference to all of us here at the Player. Now, in return for that, I want to give you something back because I think that's really important. When someone does you a favour, you give a favour back. Now, the favour I'm going to give you, as you probably realised, the Player is not just a YouTube channel. It's a big publication that is produced mainly for a men's kind of lifestyle-y approach, if you like. I can't say it's a male bookazine, which is what it originally came out as, but over the years it's adapted. It's now very female-friendly, and ladies, you're very welcome to go and have a read of it. You can get it completely free of charge because you watch me, AJ, on the Player YouTube channel. Head over to www.theplayer.co.uk. It's coming up at the bottom now somewhere. The editor will stick that in somewhere. I'm going to hold a copy of the book up now. You're going to get the online version of this book that I'm holding up now. It's 220 pages. You can buy the bookazine, by the way. It's about £100, but I suggest you get the free one first. Go online and do that. You get 220 pages of everything us guys love. Hang on, I'm going to go through the pages, show. So there's like jet skis in there, there's motorbikes, there's cars, there's interviews, there's golf, there's holidays, there's food. You name it, it's in that book, and it's kind of geared around a men's lifestyle, as I say. You get that free of charge completely. Just head over to the website. It's amazing. You can scroll the pages, zoom in, read it. I love it, absolutely love it, and I'm not being biased here at all much. Thanks for watching, guys. You've been watching me, AJ, on the Player YouTube channel. I will catch you next week with a car which I know is coming up. I'm very interested to get out on the road and give it a review. So catch you next week, guys. See you then.